Hi.
Hi.
So,
The end of that episode got really intense.
Yeah.
And
now I like Donnie.
yeah,
And now we like
I won
Donnie.
over a little bit to Donnie.
I never wanted to like Donnie.
No.
You know what? I like Donnie now that he didn't know about clones.
Yeah, because I always figured he knew more, and to find out he was really in the dark about that.
Because like you were saying, Brittany, we were kind of like, when
Like he could be lying about it, but then the whole shooting Leaky in the face thing.
and just being like.
And I think especially because it was shooting him in the face by accident.
Yeah. Donnie.
The Hendricks can put up a new sign. The Hendricks, the family that will accidentally murder you. Oh, we didn't mean to.
Or be the indirect cause of your death.
Yeah.
We will be the direct cause of your death.
Yes. We will.
Even if we don't mean it.
Yeah. No.
Big
yeah.
Hi guys, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Yes.
Yeah, she's back.
Brittany's back, or more like we're back at Brittany's.
Yeah, because one week it was Toronto Comic Con.
Yep.
The other week it was Anime North.
Yep. We've been partying.
You had a lot to do.
I'm finally recovered from last weekend, but it took most of the week. I was so sleep deprived. Monday morning was awful. I woke up and I was like, I just want to go back to
bed. We like to call it a con hangover, you guys.
Yeah. I'm sure anyone who's been to a con knows that feeling the day after you're like.
But at least you don't have clone plague. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes, I survived the con plague, probably because I deal with children a lot. So
and that's when a lot of people.
Nothing else can get me sick. I'm really caught off guard by that end promo teaser.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a weird headspace.
Find Beth. What do you mean find Beth? We know where Beth is.
She's dead.
She's in a little urn titled Sarah Manning.
So sad.
She is in a little urn.
Why am I laughing? That's terrible.
That's so terrible. Although, Jackie's...
Yeah, that's the cop.
Brittany's brother's in the corner.
My brother's in the corner.
Just chilling.
I'm sure he would come over and say hi, but he doesn't care. Yeah, he's playing Stronghold, which, if you guys don't know, you should. It's really cool.
And very intense.
Yep.
Real-time strategy, guys.
So Beth, and then Cosima, not okay, guys. Not okay.
No.
I just curled up in the corner and I was like,
babies.
This is precisely what I've been worried about happening.
Yeah.
Since last season.
No, thank you. Do not want.
Yeah.
I do not want.
Fall off the couch.
If that happens, I'm gonna be. There won't be a show because I'll be crying in the corner. So just be aware if that happens. We're not airing that night because I'll be inconsolable.
Or at least it'll be the two of us, with tears streaming down our face.
Muffled sobs from the corner.
A big pile of blankets.
I mean, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but I feel like I might need
Hopefully
to prepare
it won't come to that.
Safety kit, shock kit, chocolate and tea and blankets, and there's not enough in the world. I'd cry a lot.
Guys, I just wasn't ready to like Donnie.
No, I wasn't ready to like Rachel as much as I did in that last episode.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that either.
Her being all emotional.
Yeah.
I get it now. I get why Kat was like, no, once you get to know Rachel, you're gonna like her, and I was
I'm
not gonna like her.
I'm not gonna like her at all.
And then
we like her a lot.
But we forgot the important thing. In Tatiana, we trust.
Yes.
And we didn't, and that was our fault.
That was our fault.
We should have.
We should have listened.
It started with the, childhood videos, homemade videos. And I was like, oh, she still loves her parents. And then she met her dad. I'm really emotional.
No.
It was cute.
I wasn't ready to like two characters I didn't particularly like.
In the same episode.
One at a time.
Guys, what are you doing? You need to ease us into these sorts of things.
Although,
you need to be like, okay, Rachel's got some redeeming qualities. She loves her family. Donnie's got some redeeming qualities. He loves his family.
Or even he didn't know.
He didn't know.
You could have strung us along a little while, let us believe maybe he did know, but And then it,
At least
yeah.
just till next week.
But now I like them
and,
both, and my brain is suffering from it.
But then
Yeah.
next week, Donnie, spoiler alert, Donnie's going to leave Allison in the middle of the night, so I think I'm going to go back to hating him. Sorry.
Well, he does, in fairness, probably have to go and bury a body.
That's true, too. Maybe he'll
But
come back.
you know what kind of advice the clones give on that. Buy a shovel.
Buy a shovel.
And don't aim for
An active
construction.
quarry.
Yes.
Stay away from the quarry.
And don't bury bodies in active quarry.
We've learned from our mistakes.
Indeed, we hope.
Obliterate fingerprints
Yes.
and facial recognition.
Okay.
Facial recognition is a tough thing to obliterate.
Chop the head off.
It's always
Just get rid of the head.
We
You're
should
good to
have
go.
we should have Cole, who is my brother. Everyone say hi to Cole. He's over in the corner and you can't see him, but he's waving at you. He's a criminologist, and therefore he could give a very detailed rundown for Donnie of how to go about hiding Leaky's body.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he's
He's coming over.
Oh, hey everybody. Okay, here's what you do.
Here's what you do. We disappear.
How do you get rid of a body? Wilson Baker. Here's what you do. You start by eliminating the fingerprints. You can either cut off the fingers and burn them off, or you can use acid or anything like that. Don't try and get rid of the body with a fire, because that never fucking works. It never gets everything. Doesn't work. Cops catch it every time. It also, charred meat attracts animals, which gets body parts everywhere, which means they're going to get found by somebody. Bad idea. Don't do it. You got to get rid of the teeth, so you got to take the jaw off. You can use a saw, anything that's going to cut it off. It's not that hard. Grind the teeth up. Use a hammer, use a press, a vise, something like that. Once you've got them broken down in little bits, you can't reconstruct it, and then it can't be found. And it's always the fucking teeth. That's how you get caught. Always the teeth. It's the easiest anthropological evidence to use to find somebody. Teeth. Other than that, really, like, just fuck up their face so they can't be identified, and then just let them decompose underground. Oh, also, don't do 6 feet under. Go deeper than that. Go really fucking deep, and then above, about halfway through the grave, bury a dead animal or something in there, or a couple of them. Just looks like a poacher's just getting rid of some kills that he didn't want. That way, the disturbed ground, first, like, it's really easy to find disturbed ground. It never heals properly. It never looks like it's part of the environment ever again. So once you've covered that up with some dead animals, just looks like you were burying it. When the dogs inevitably do find the gravesite, it's just some dead things. And it's like, well, we found some stuff. They're probably not going to go deeper because they're lazy and they want to actually find the body. So once you've done that, you've got a logical explanation for why there's disturbed ground, animal burial, and then it'll throw off the dogs, and they'll probably keep going somewhere else. That's how you do it. Oh, and even if they do find it, they're gonna have no idea who the fuck it is because they got no teeth. They can try DNA, but they're probably not gonna find anything. And if they don't have any facial recognition, they have no idea. Also, break the skull up into little bits and take that somewhere completely fucking different, because that's how they figure out whether or not you're male or female and what race you are. So that's how you get rid of a body.
We
And
do
that-
not recommend following any of that advice.
unless you've killed someone, in which case it's probably a pretty good idea.
Please don't.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'm a little scared of your brother now.
No more coming over
Guys,
to
I swear to God, he has a degree. He studied it. It's okay.
So you better be careful. He's gonna go farther than the 6 feet.
Yeah.
He's gonna see
So
animals
the point
and keep going. So it's useless.
If you just bury the dead animal, he's gonna know,
He's gonna say we should look deeper.
Yeah.
and he's probably gonna search your YouTube history. Orphan Black. If they're an Orphan Black fan,
He's gonna be
I
like,
need-
I know exactly what
I
happened.
need to find out who he subscribes to.
Tomorrow morning we wake up, have no subscribers left.
Don't-
Sorry.
Don't do that. Don't
The
leave.
FBI is closed down our.
The OPP shows up on our doorstep.
Oh my God.
Leave something we like to
We'd like to discuss this with you.
Just gonna point the finger at Cole.
Yeah, we're gonna be like,
Follow him.
we just put up YouTube videos, guys.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
Going.
It's about a fictional character.
Yes, it's about Leaky.
Yes,
so
it's about
fictional.
Leaky,
Yeah.
so, you know.
So we're good.
Now, if Donnie were smart, which we all know he's
No,
not,
he's not.
he would follow Cole's advice while burying the body.
I think
But-
a better option for where we're going to find Leaky is a dumpster, dumped in a river or a creek nearby, in a local park, in a burned out abandoned car, because Donnie would leave the car.
Yeah, Donnie. I feel like Donnie might try and burn the car, which falls
Yeah.
under Cole's
That-
"don't ever burn a body" rule.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna just
Like,
start a
unless you
list
work
now of Cole's rules for disposing of bodies.
I mean, unless you work at a crematorium and you can, like, sneak another
Yeah,
body.
okay, yeah. I guess if you worked at a crematorium, then
But even then,
it would never
No.
work. No.
there you go. Still wouldn't work.
Well, no. Let's say you work at the crematorium. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just
like,
stick 2 bodies in.
But then
6 feet underneath the Sopranos. means
He's trying
God,
so hard to
Father.
think of ways that that's not gonna work.
try and get a body in a crematorium with some kind of surveillance.
That's true. They would have
Okay,
some.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they catch people having sex with bodies in crematoriums all the time.
I don't want to know how you know that.
I'm horrified.
Moving on.
My family is weird, guys. I'm sorry.
Cute, adorable, and heartbreaking moments of the episode.
Kira.
Kira.
Pretty much all
Kira.
of them calling out for
Kira
her
is-
mom in the middle
Kira
of the
is such a
night.
great child character, in part
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
things like that. Like,
Yeah.
that, you know, you have some child characters who'd be like, oh, mommy, I'm scared and whatever. And Kira's like, oh, you need my tooth? Here.
This one was loose. I'll just tie myself to a doorknob.
So
and
note to-
yank it out
note
for
to
whenever
yours.
you
Use
see
the cell phone at home because they can track that shit like through time.
While you're burying the body,
While
don't
you're
bring your
burying
cell phone.
Leaky's body, make
Right.
sure your cell phone.
Yes, while you're, let's specify, Donnie, while you're burying Lee's body, don't bring your cell phone.
No.
Even
That
though
way
you're
they'll
stupid,
think
so
you
you're
were
gonna do it.
with the kids.
He'd
all
probably
night.
be like on the phone. Allison, I'll be home soon. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Funny, there was a phone call that pinged off this tower in the middle of nowhere.
It's fine.
all
It's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, this
Yeah.
tea is super good.
It is super good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brittany made us green tea.
I did.
If you've
I'm
never
very
tried
domestic.
It, we definitely recommend green tea.
Sencha.
Extra house.
Anyway, other adorable moments include me suddenly liking Rachel when she found her
Yes.
dad.
Yeah.
Which, again,
Which, like, oh, also, can we discuss how he wanted that box for the mementos, and then right at the end throws them all out and pulls out the floppy disks? Like, I'm
I
starting
guess, like, the floppy disks are kind of
Yeah.
mementos.
But I mean, I'm starting to think he's not
Oh,
as crazy
yeah,
as they're
no.
making him out to be. Like,
Yeah, I think that he's a
I think-
little more sane than
Yeah.
he wants
Yeah.
anyone to know.
yeah, I think that he is. Yeah,
Also,
he hid those very well, I have to say.
And
Yeah,
he
he
seems
did.
pretty lucid when he's talking to Sarah /
it's
Rachel.
true.
Mhm.
It's true.
It's just with Siobhan and Paul and
Yeah. The people he doesn't want to know that he's still like smart and all faculties intact.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. If the clones know, that's okay because he
Mhm.
created them and he's attached to them.
Yeah, and he wants
More Rachel than
he
the
wants
rest of
happy clones.
yeah, I feel like he is attached to all of them.
Yeah.
Now he's sort
Yeah.
of like they're all my kids.
Mhm.
I thought,
And let's face it, if he'd raised all of them, it would have.
can you imagine all these clones together?
That would be kind of adorable.
Like in an alternate
Like, they're all
universe where
little-
everybody's happy.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh, we had identical
Quarter
decatuplets.
decatuplets?
I don't know how many.
Dodecatuplets.
We don't know how many there are, so we can't even give it.
I'm not sure how many
But
kids
right
you
now
can
it could be
actually
like
have.
I'm not sure
in a
how kids you can
womb.
reasonably have that look the same before people start thinking it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you could pass off a couple sets of twins, but then you start realizing they're
Yeah, you'd notice
People would
that
notice
after
that.
a while.
Yeah.
You could maybe get away with like 4
yeah.
or 5.
If you could manage like 2 sets of identical twins, you could like reasonably.
But even then, they wouldn't be 2 sets of identical twins, except they'd be 2 sets of identical twins.
Yeah.
It'd be one set of identical twins that split further. So it'd be a set of identical quadruplets. I'm not even sure if that's biologically possible.
I doubt it.
It
That's too much.
it could.
But hey, 20, 30 years ago, you probably could have bullshitted your way through that
That's
really
true.
easily.
There wasn't enough
true.
science for
I
people
mean,
to be
like
that's
20,
weird.
30 years ago, they were giving dolphins hand jobs for science. So, you know. It's true. You can look it up.
You're not going to know that the kids are identical. They're two separate generations of it. They're identical.
As a point.
That's true. But they wanted them all the same age to see how they were growing up.
In case you couldn't hear, if you had two sets of twins growing up at different times, they would look different enough at those times that people would.
Just don't, advertise with all of their baby photos everywhere to be like, oh my god, these baby photos are identical, but they were taken 5 years apart.
Maybe take no photos.
weird.
Maybe take no photos.
Take no photos at all, which I guess people would also think was weird.
Yeah, just take photos of them all.
I'm sick of this, like, Facebook bullshit generation.
Polaroids are stupid. We don't
Polaroids are dumb.
in 1984.
Technology
Believe in
sucks.
waste.
No, they can be Proletheans.
We don't want
Which, let's talk about how blissfully free of Proletheans
Yes.
this episode was.
Oh, but that also means
no.
That also means
That
no
also
Helena,
means no.
which makes me really sad. Also,
Yeah.
guys, I wasn't here when Helena broke out, and that was so great. It was everything I wanted.
I was hoping for
guys.
more murder and mayhem, but I'll
Yeah.
take what I can get.
Yeah, I
I'll
wanted
take
a
it.
little more murder, but her like gouging out that guy's eyes on the pool table with like her thumbs was pretty
Yeah.
great.
That was pretty good.
I do like that that's become like her signature thing.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
nun.
Her just listing off what she did to Art, that was
Also,
was
no
special.
art in this episode.
Yeah, no
art.
But DeAngelis, so
Like
I
I
want
kind of like DeAngelis.
I know I I don't even like kinda. I like her.
Yeah.
I want it like
I want Felix to like call up Art and be like, what the hell is your partner doing? And
Get her out of here.
have Art approach Angie and be like, I thought I told you to leave it alone. And then
But like if he tells her like I thought I told you to leave it alone, she's gonna be like, okay, seriously though, this is a conspiracy.
yeah, like
Yeah.
what's
I
Like
kinda
Art,
think
what
they
have they
need-
got on you?
Yeah, I think they need to let her in on it because otherwise it's going to become a bigger issue.
Yeah, at this point, like you gotta trust her to not screw it up
Or eliminate her.
or eliminate the issue,
but let's
But I
talk
don't wanna
or like
eliminate.
stick Helena
Yeah.
on her,
But let's
which I
not.
prefer not because I like Angela.
and we're trying to wean Helena off the killing.
No, we're
of
not.
People.
You might be. I'm not.
No, of the people that
Of the good
you know,
people.
yeah. And she is a good person.
She can kill the
That's-
Proletheans all she wants.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But Angie hasn't done anything wrong, so.
I hope she kills.
Can we also talk about how Allison and Felix managed to discredit Vic and get him stuck in rehab?
Oh, and covered in glitter.
He looks like he got molested by a fairy. It was amazing. Oh my god. I mean, I feel a little bad for Vic because I feel like he was trying to make his life better, but he went around about it the whole completely wrong
I
way.
felt bad for him until he tried to fuck over Allison.
Yeah.
And then I was like, mm-mm.
When he first showed up and he was kind of like,
I'd understand if he like tried to fuck over Sarah
Yeah.
because Sarah, in fairness to Vic, did hit him in the face with an
Ashtray,
ashtray
steal his coat, get him in trouble with the dealer.
and cause him to lose his finger.
But I mean, if Vic had just not dealt drugs in the first place,
Yeah,
Why
if
are
Vic had
you
just
such a dick,
not
Vic?
been...
oh, Vic.
But the point is, Vic, I was totally with you. I was happy to see that you were getting your shit together. Dude, she knitted you mittens.
she made you mittens. Okay, that's like a
At that point, you
declaration
call
of
up Angie
love.
and you go, listen, you know what? She's in here for rehab, but other than her being a little obsessed with arts and crafts, nothing weird.
Nothing weird.
Yep.
Nothing weird.
You just,
And then you just leave it. Like be like, she knitted me mittens
mittens
in a
are
day.
a sign of trust.
I mean, we know how fast she can knit, like, mittens, but these ones had fingers,
I
so that would
know.
have taken longer.
I thought they were
Still
really
like a whole day's work.
cute.
On top of doing all the stuff. Oh, speaking of cute, her kids' name tags were adorable.
Oh, they
my
were
and
so
then
cute.
Donnie's
And then
had nothing.
Donnie's.
We were saying that's like, Allison's equivalent of The Godfather when you find a horse head in your bed.
It's true. You know that's
like,
it.
You are in
You
trouble,
see that? And you just go,
mister.
oh my gosh, no, I need to like apologize and make things better.
Yeah.
And then also just the scene of, honey, can you pass me my name tag?
Honey,
can you pass me
honey, my name tag.
And she just ignores him.
Which now I feel bad because he's not actually evil.
I know.
He is still kind of a douchebag.
But he's not nearly the level that we thought he would. Like, I figured he was
Yeah.
pretty deep in with Leech.
He's not evil, he's just
Yeah.
stupid.
But I also like that they neatly wrapped it up in a bow, just how long Donnie's been spying on her, because I was really concerned it had been, like, forever. kind of
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
but to find
because
out
they
it was
have
in-
been together since high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, since
But
high school.
you know, this
so.
was like midway through university, so the feelings for her were actually real. Like the reason that he started dating her and married her had
Yeah.
nothing to do with the spying and monitoring, which
And it was kind of nice. It was also
Yeah.
kind of nice to see that Allison like broke down into the like I love you and this is
And you
how we
ruined it.
fell apart.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
And-
because
I was
you,
a little concerned in that scene when his face went from like sad to really happy.
yeah, no,
but, like,
I
he
thought
was-
that like
that
he
he was gonna like go after Allie. Yes.
No, I didn't think he
I
was
thought
gonna
he
go
was
after
lying.
her per se. I thought he'd just been lying.
yeah, I figured
Yeah.
he'd been
Like
lying.
I thought that he was just evil.
Well, I thought Allie was in some serious trouble, and then it turned out to be Leaky in some serious trouble.
Which like I'm okay with because I don't really like Leaky. But
Yeah,
I really like
Leaky-
Matt Brewer, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're dead.
Bye,
Matt.
Matt Brewer.
Bye.
Go watch him and Alice, Sci-Fi Alice. Good times.
Yep.
Two-part miniseries.
Is that three?
Nope, just 2.
Oh.
It's a
been a while.
4-hour thing.
Yeah.
3 hours if you're not
Yeah.
watching it with commercials.
Although I'm kind of sad, like I'm a little concerned now because I feel like there's maybe not a scientist that they kind of trust in Dyad.
Well, but now Cosima and
Yes.
Delphine are both there, and I guess
know, but
Delphine
she's
might
not a
have kind of
Delphine.
blown some of the trust
Yeah.
again.
Delphine.
Delphine, don't
I feel
do
like- Oh, I
this
forgot
to
to look-
me.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but someone's done a really good analysis of like Delphine wearing white and black and whether she's being like truthful or lying kind of thing. And I wasn't watching what color she was wearing today. I know she had a white
Oh
lab
no, I guess
But I was
we're
just-
gonna have
I was
to go
staring at
back
her
and watch
yeah.
the episode.
I was staring at her
again.
magical hair. I was a little
She does have pretty magical hair.
It's like, how do you do this to your hair, and can you teach mine how to do it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, I think you need an army of people with curling irons and a lot of hairspray.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Unless you've got like natural
Yeah.
curls
Then
like
you
that,
can-
which
Can I get an army of people to
Perfect.
curl my hair? Any volunteers?
do we have any volunteers amongst our viewership who would like to curl Patty's hair? All 20 of you.
See?
At the time of this recording, we request that you join the army of hair curlers.
Yes. I'll make you cookies.
Yes.
And she'll make you tea.
I make good tea.
It'll be a party, guys.
Party.
We can have a tea hair curling party.
And we'll watch
We're-
Orphan Black the whole time.
We're really,
We're pretty boring.
we're pretty. I was about to say we're pretty like Allison type girly
Oh,
in that we have both discussed hiding bodies and curling hair.
Yes.
I think that might be why Allison's my favorite.
Yeah.
She
and then-
just seamlessly moves.
Yeah.
Topic to
Well, it's like when she gave him the gift basket that had the gun in it.
It's still one of my
That's a
favorite
nice-
scenes.
And she handmade the card.
Beautiful.
guys.
Beautiful. I just want to know, how did Allison find time in her busy day of like trying to destroy her husband?
It's
to sit
because
down and make
she's a
card?
perfect human.
She is.
They did
Yeah.
create a perfect human, and her name is Allison Hendricks.
I approve this message.
Yeah. Which is not to say that all of the other clones are not wonderful,
Yes.
but Allison has earned a special place.
Special place in my heart. She's
In the
my favorite.
multitasking Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah. But I love them all so much. And
I
now
know.
I love Rachel too.
I know. And I'm too invested in Cosima, and now I'm really concerned about next week.
I'm gonna be so upset if
There's
Busy
only
thing.
3 episodes left.
Jackie, it's gonna be okay. Take a deep breath.
No, listen. At Toronto Comic Con, they did Jordan and Tatiana came and did a panel, and Graham came and joined the panel with them. And someone asked them if Clone was going to die, and Tatiana like giggled. She
Maybe
giggled.
she meant Jennifer.
yeah, Jennifer died.
No, but then there's another thing where they asked it, like another interview, and someone said, "Is a main clone going to die?" And they were like, "Yep."
I feel like if it's gonna be anyone, it might like be Rachel. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
Or
but now I don't
maybe
want her to
Helena
die.
again for real this time.
I feel like they can't do that again though.
No.
Like they can't.
No.
Like if they're gonna do, like they can't kill her
I think it
two
would have to
finales in
be-
a row.
I feel like the way Orphan Black is going, I feel like it would have to be Allison or Rachel because they would be the most unexpected. Cosima would be the most expected to die, so I feel like
true.
maybe just on that alone she won't. You can't.
That for your High School Yearbook, most expected to die.
For those of you who can't hear him, High School Yearbook.
Most
Most expected to die.
Under Cosima Niehaus. Sorry, Cosima.
Oh.
And then I figured.
Sorry, Cosima, we love you. Please don't die.
I love you so much.
Please don't leave us, baby.
Yeah, and then I figure Sarah can't die because she's our main protagonist,
No.
and we really get the story from her perspective.
Sarah's
so.
not gonna die. Sarah's not
Yeah.
gonna die.
And then, like you said, to kill Helena a second time. it's
Yeah,
just
it would
like-
be too
Yeah.
much. Too much.
Although if she died before the finale.
No, it's still too
No.
much. It's not gonna happen.
No, see,
It's not gonna happen
I
this
don't
season.
think it will either.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
just like I can't see from a narrative perspective.
It wouldn't do anything for the story.
Yeah, like it would do nothing.
It's more
for the story.
interesting to keep her with the Proletheans.
Yeah.
Or with Sarah.
Or with
with
Sarah, or
Weirdo.
with her whole
road tripping.
baby subplot.
I'm really
Which-
concerned.
I'm really concerned.
Yeah, did we mention that last week and how
We didn't.
absolutely
We
creepy it was?
Oh,
Where
did we
was that
talk?
last
Oh,
week?
right. Yeah, I wasn't with you last
No.
week because you were at anime.
Yeah, it was really late and we did a really short one.
Because I was like falling asleep and I had to keep going like this to yawn. I had to like go off.
Yeah, we are working on, and it'll probably be up tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're
we can do
working on how to road trip with your genetic identical
Oh,
video. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, she can say
And other family members.
and other family
Or
members.
friends.
Or friends. But you know, just general road tripping. And
Something we
some
forgot on the
Orphan
list.
Black.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Because we're children.
Yeah.
You know. We pretend, but we're children.
Plus, Helena and Sarah would do it, and we're sort of rating
Helena
it
would.
oh my god.
for them because they're road tripping. It's like, I'm not touching you.
Guys, when they sang the song and Helena did the dog thing and the tent.
There's something there. There's something there. Good.
You know who could die?
Who?
Paul could die.
Paul could die.
Paul could die.
But then no more Dylan.
I know, and that would be really sad because I like Dylan also.
know.
Dylan's
Dylan's
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be a great loss for all of us.
That would be.
Sorry,
Indeed
Dylan.
it would.
Well,
I like
not
your
no,
face,
I'm
too.
not sorry.
I'm pretty sure
Dylan.
Dylan knows that we all like
We all
to stare at his
appreciate
bum.
your bum, and
It's a thing.
It's a nice bum.
Yeah,
What
it
can
is.
we say?
we love you.
He's laughing at us in the corner.
He is.
Fine.
He is.
That's okay. We also like watching Jordan's bum. So there we stare equally.
We
for the
we
guys.
enjoy that the show is an equal
It's
opportunity bum displayer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's a bum-friendly show.
The only bums we have not yet seen are actor-wise. We need, I guess. Does Donnie count? Because we've seen him in like his tidy whities, and that's more of Donnie than I ever want to see.
No.
I
Okay.
think we're good.
Donnie.
I don't.
We've seen Donnie's bum.
Yeah, I don't.
We haven't seen Cal's bum.
No.
You should work on that.
Well, they just split up from him. Some
Official
That might not happen.
petition.
That's true.
No.
official petition.
Official petition. See Cal's bum before the end of the season.
Hashtag Twitter hashtag Cal's bum.
I guess by seeing Sarah's bum, we have technically seen
All of
all the
them.
clones'
All their
bums.
bums.
I guess that's true.
Have we seen Delphine's bum?
Oh.
No.
Okay, so I
don't
guess-
think so.
I guess the goal is for the end of the season to add to the bum club,
Yes, we've got this clone club and a
Clone
bum
club, bum
club.
club.
because it's only worth watching if you get to see everybody's bum. So, Cal, Delphine. Oh, Art. We haven't seen Art's bum.
Or DeAngelis.
Or Jean. Okay, there we go. Now we're equal. We've
There
got
we
two
go.
guys
We're
and two women.
girls.
There we go. We don't want to see Vix.
Sorry, Vic.
Sorry, Vic.
Though I'm sure there are some
His
far.
actor's pretty handsome.
He is pretty
He is
handsome.
pretty
Good point.
handsome.
I'm sure there are actually quite a few people.
Just because he's a
Well,
bad
we know-
person doesn't mean he's got a bad butt, was
Yeah.
our comment from the corner.
Yeah. Plus, Paul's a bad person, and we all
That's true, we
appreciate
like
his
his
butt.
butt.
So
So, fair enough, yeah.
Everyone loves the butt.
No.
we're not being racist.
Just because of the context of the show, at what point are we going to see Vic's bum that is pleasing to anyone? Because I'm pretty sure it'd be like running naked through rehab. I really
It's a shame to see Vic running naked through rehab.
like streaking across the Sky Dome? What's going to happen?
Well, I would be a bit confused if Paul was streaking across rehab. So
Goes running through the
I
diet.
wouldn't really understand the narrative purpose there.
But speaking of the Sky Dome, can we have clones at a baseball game? Come on, guys, that would be amazing.
Baseball. I was gonna make a baseball joke, but I'm like, nah, nobody's gonna talk about baseball. But you guys were all talking about ass. You ever heard of Brett Lawrie's Twitter scandal? One of our baseball players.
Well, you're gonna have to come over here
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
microphone
yeah,
is not gonna pick up this
yeah.
story,
We're gonna
and it's
get
just
a
gonna be
Twitter
us staring
scandal.
blankly.
For the half a person here who pays attention to baseball, other than me, you guys pay
The
attention to
twins are
baseball?
very.
Oh, do you guys know
invested
Brett
in
Laurie?
baseball.
Yeah, we
Okay.
used to work there.
Oh, okay. I currently work there.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful. All right. Brett Laurie was recently found out that his Twitter was like entirely like ass porn accounts. It was like ass daily, hot asses. Like there was like just Google it, you'll find it. It's no longer like he unfollowed all those accounts. I'm sure he's got another one that he's following it, but y'all are more obsessed with ass than Brett fucking Laurie.
Wow.
Well, at least he explained the joke before he said it.
Had the joke.
So now it's funny. Well done.
Fuck, I lost my damn struggle.
Ah! Tragically, Cole has lost his game of Stronghold.
Yep, sacrifice for a bum joke.
Sorry, Cole.
Hope
It was
you're happy with your life choices.
it was a good bum joke.
It was. It was. Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. Context
It's
is
fine,
good.
so Context is good.
It's very
I'm sitting on the
important.
No, it's fine. Moving on.
From
Most
bum.
of this episode taken out of context
Yep. Yeah.
would be very confusing, like Felix carrying Vic on his back.
Oh my God, Felix carrying Vic on his back.
That was great.
That was so
That
wonderful.
was great. I really didn't want them to get caught, but at the same time, I kind of wanted someone to just be like, what's
What is-
happening? And then not say anything. And
Yeah.
then later when they see Vic passed out, they're like, oh, I knew it.
Oh man, the stunt work when Vic fell on the table. Like
Oh,
I felt that impact. I don't know who that stunt guy was, but
You are good at your job. sir.
cheers,
Or
buddy.
if it was you, Michael, good job.
If it was you.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know if
quite
you do your own
fond of
stunts.
the glitter and
Oh God, the glitter just like everywhere. It was
I
magical.
like
It was
that it kind of kept falling. There was like
Yeah.
a little cloud that fell on him after he was on the ground. And I also like that it was Felix's idea, because Sarah was just like, what did you do?
What just
I was
happened?
like, yeah, Felix, taking charge.
May.
Felix, you're so
It's
perfect.
very
and I love
important
it.
that he says may because he may
Maybe.
have not.
I'm not saying I did.
but I would
but-
have.
It's a possibility that I hope they stash something in his room too, just to really make that stick.
Yeah, the benzo.
Just, oh, here was one extra. I'll just tuck that in your pant pocket. You go through later, and they're like, oh,
That's it.
Gasp.
yes, shock.
What else happened in this episode besides? I guess Mrs. S was a badass again.
Yeah. So
She's like winning Badass of the Year award,
know.
and she's got some tough
Her
competition.
just walking into dyad like that. I'm not gonna lie, for a
That's
second I was
gutsy.
very scared that
Yep.
like, they knew each other, and then she was just like, so I double checked and Rachel doesn't know,
No.
and I'm like, shut up!
wow,
Mrs.
Wow.
S.
she's really playing the like
She
double
is
agent angle without
amazing.
actually
Yeah,
being
like-
a double agent.
Sarah, we know where you got it from.
Yeah, good job, Mrs. S. Such a fan.
I'm
Mrs.
such
S.
a fan of
I'm gonna
Mrs.
start
S.
a little fan club. We'll have
Yeah.
stickers or like buttons.
I want a sticker.
Okay.
And
Make
a
it
button.
happen. All right, I'll make it happen.
Yay.
Button tickets.
Yeah, Mrs. S.
Yay.
So good.
I'm also sad that we haven't really met any new clones this season besides Jennifer.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there was so much hype about Jennifer, and it's really just been that like
Yeah.
one at the like with
One in the bit.
bit,
Like,
like, we got-
but even then it was
that
like
dead body,
repeating-
and then like the video. But even most of the video we had already seen. So unless
Yeah.
they're waiting like to do a Rachel thing where it's like last episode, bam, new clone.
Yeah, which
I'd
I
be
guess.
happy with that, but maybe if they introduced new clone earlier. than
Episode
Rachel.
9.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to see, like, bodyguard clone.
Bodyguard clone.
Or Rachel's body double clone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh wait though.
Or, like-
wait. Sorry, just speaking of clone doubles and episode 9, pretty sure episode 9 is when Catherine shows up, the Tatiana's body double.
Guys,
Oh,
what if
yes,
she's
yes.
like one of the clone's sisters? Like, what if they
That's
have
true. We
sisters?
have
A
never
family member? They could
gone into.
Pass for family members for
That's
sure.
true.
Do any of them have siblings?
That's never been something we've gone into. Like, we don't
No.
actually know if. We don't
barely-
even know if Allison has
Yeah.
siblings.
Guys, we don't know anything
Because we
about
still don't know
them.
about their families.
I know. They were talking about. I keep going back to the like New York screening. Just because
Well, there was screaming
There was
there.
there was a lot of screaming. But just because there were like random things that were said, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. And someone asked about the clone's parents, and they said they'd actually been talking about if they ever had the opportunity to cast Cosima's parents, who they would cast as her mother. And they had like this long conversation, but then they wouldn't tell us, I guess, in case they ever do get to that point and they want to cast that person. Then it's still like a surprise.
Unless they already have.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, maybe they have since.
There's still
But-
8, 9, and 10 left.
It's true.
It would be-
Anything could happen.
It would be really great to kind of see the
Yeah.
families.
Yeah.
But I think, like, I'm curious if they would have siblings, or maybe they would just have, like, cousins or something, because I think a lot of the moms sort of did this because they couldn't have children, so
Yeah.
it was an
Well, but you never
opportunity
know.
for
They
them to
might
get-
try again.
Yeah,
they might
or
try
have
again.
adopted.
Yeah,
and
or it could
Or
have been
you could
something that
even-
developed later, like
Yeah.
maybe they had earlier children and couldn't have children.
Yeah,
after
it's true.
that.
And you also could get into the topic of not identical twins, like fraternal twins, because when you're going through fertility treatment, you're more likely
Yeah.
to wind up with
multiple.
So there could be a non-identical twin situation,
Yeah.
which would be
Crazy.
hella interesting.
I feel like that would have been brought up at some point, though. Like, one of them would have been like, oh, yeah, I have a...
Well, but
twin
like,
that
I'm not
looks like
saying
me, yeah.
necessarily
Yeah.
like the ones that we've seen, but like
That's
for
true.
a future
It could be
thing.
a new clone and Catherine as, like, the twin. That'd be beautiful. I'd be so down for
I'm
that.
just so excited for Catherine and like people to actually be able
I'm so
to.
excited to see her actual,
see
like,
her.
acting.
Yeah.
And it's going to be beautiful. And they just talk about how wonderful she is, so I'm really excited that they, like, did this.
yeah.
It was good of them.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
She's
Yeah, because they wrote that part
pretty
specifically
incredible.
for her. Like, they didn't
Aw.
even audition anyone else. They were just like, hmm.
It's
At least as far
incredible.
as my understanding, I could be wrong, but my understanding was, Catherine, we want you to do this. Here you go.
Catherine, I hope you're not dead after one episode.
Please don't be dead. Don't be
Please
someone the
don't.
Hendricks family
Don't-
kills.
Don't
The
fall.
kids ran over her.
Oscar and Gemma.
Oh, Oscar and
Junior
Gemma.
delinquents.
That's true. They are the only members of the Hendricks family who haven't accidentally killed someone at this point.
They're playing in their toy trucks. Good.
Run somebody over.
Or she could be like, she could go with Diner Guy in the category of, oh, Diner Guy and Tom.
Oh, Danagar and Tom.
People we loved.
Yeah,
in
We
a
loved
single
for about
episode.
20 seconds
Yeah.
before
Who
they died.
disappeared.
yeah. Speaking
For
of
sure,
people who've
yeah.
disappeared, I mean, I know we're not in the cop station anymore, but Raj.
Oh, Raj!
Come back,
I was just
Raj.
thinking that
So
because
cute.
I was rewatching recently with a friend of mine, and I was just like, oh my god, Raj!
Right?
Because he had such a crush on Beth.
I know.
know.
And I
Or
would have questioned where
Sarah
she
Beth.
went.
I think he had a, I think he
I
had a
think
crush on Beth.
Beth, and
Yeah.
it just transferred over to,
Yeah.
because, I mean, he wouldn't have known that it was,
No, but
but did,
Raj, come back!
I know, I feel like he
Come
would have
back,
checked in
Raj.
on her at some point.
There's someone's bum I would like to see.
I'd be okay with
what
that.
about
That'd be fun
Raj,
by
you're
me.
super cute. I don't know who your actor is, but you're
Yes, you. Come back.
awesome.
Also Ramon. Ramon should
Oh,
have been
yeah,
in more than one
Ramon.
episode.
we need
I was-
more Ramon.
I wanted Ramon to be the love interest for Felix, because he was like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I felt like he was, making eyes at him a little bit.
I don't know. I
He
feel
was
like
making eyes at everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ramon strikes me as someone who makes eyes at everybody. I think that
But I
he
still
might
would've
be
been
like,
okay with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's a question.
Yep.
Who was Felix in bed with when he got called by Allison?
Was he in bed with?
He was in bed
Was
with.
it Mark
I heard
Guy?
noises.
Was it Morgue guy, maybe, Colin? Because they were together
True, they were.
2
Poor
episodes ago.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Paul came in, it was a giant.
It was like, I was so concerned because I thought he was going to shoot Felix. And
I
like,
know.
so I mean, the framing him for murder, marginally better. Marginally. But
And
not
then he's
dead.
not
so.
dead.
Seriously though, Paul.
But yeah, I think it was probably more Guy. 'Cause they were
I hope
Gotta
it was
find
more
out
Guy,
what it
but I
was.
guess it could have been Ramon.
it could have been Ramon. Maybe we'll just
Maybe we'll find out.
I know, I really want to know
Could
because
have
like
been
they
both.
didn't show who it was.
Couldn't.
It could have been both. I mean, at the
first
beginning of
episode-
the season, he was trying to get into a fivesome,
yeah,
so you know.
Oh, he was like in the middle of a fight. Let's be
Well.
real. Sarah interrupted the actual.
There were no clothes
No,
being
they were
removed yet.
like moving out of the club into a room to.
They looked pretty comfy where they were.
It's true. They might have been waiting
But
to get a bit
anyways,
more drunk.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like that would require a
It's
lot
hard
of
to say.
coordination.
Yeah. I do
Maybe too
feel.
much effort than it's actually worth.
I don't know. Maybe after you've done it like once or twice, it's really easy to coordinate.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Seems like a lot of work.
If you have ever organized a
Deep
fivesome,
thoughts, guys.
feel free to comment and let us know how you organized that.
This is a stellar episode. How to hide a body,
Yep.
bums, and now fivesomes.
We're so sorry.
We are such an intellectual, but we're really smart too, for the most.
Well, I guess the whole
Most
how to
cases.
hide a body thing was.
all your brothers.
It's true. So at least one of us is smart.
Ask us about psychology or teaching.
Ask me about
Or-
French. Good, I got
And
you.
you're just looking at me like, and whatever it is that you do.
Whatever it is. Well,
What?
Are we talking? They could,
I guess.
theoretically.
In theory, if you guys did want to chat with us, you could.
Yes.
In which case, if one of you knows.
we have had
we have had
people-
people come on with us before.
video calling.
Well, like
so,
Brittany and Nina. But
Aw.
and
yeah, one day when you can make it, we did with them.
yeah, and
That's sad.
Betty
That's cool.
Hooker came in.
Oh yeah.
Who's- I'm so sorry, I can only remember your Tumblr URL.
Fine, because that's how they would find her. But
Yeah.
a girl I met at the New York screening again. Wow.
It's okay, at the beginning of the episode, I couldn't say conflict, so, you know, these things happen.
Fine. It's fine. But
Man, New York Screaming would be a great start of a horror movie.
yeah, if she writes her next film,
Yes.
sit here and
That's what I do.
that's what she does.
I'm a starving artist. I'm pretty well fed, guys.
Yeah, you do okay.
I do
Your
okay.
aunt brought you chocolate today.
That's
so.
true, she did. My aunt is keeping me well plied with chocolate while they all secretly hope that I sell something for thousands of dollars.
Millions.
One day. Who knows? Could be next week.
We'll give you information on the short films I partake in,
Yes.
writing.
Yeah. As they appear.
No, I wrote a thing.
Yeah.
I wrote
wrote
a
a
thing that's
thing?
gonna, guys, I wrote a thing that's gonna be a thing, and I wrote another thing that's probably also gonna be a thing. So there are two potential things that you could see. One thing is probably also out of money, so you might never see it. So that's okay, because I'm not sure I want you to. I didn't write the script for that one. And then the other thing is a work in progress. So we'll see what happens when we actually have the money to do that thing.
Yeah. Things. Money.
Things
Woohoo.
and money.
Here's an important thing to know, kids. Even if you're only doing a short, like, 15-minute script, that shit costs money. And it doesn't matter how good it is, if you can't find the money to do it,
Ain't gonna get done.
and that's what producers are for.
Yeah.
So have a good producer.
Yeah, good producers are important. So there.
So there.
That's what I know about,
There you go.
in case you were curious.
You need an Allison Hendricks producer.
Allison would be a
Threaten them with a glue
producer.
gun for money.
Yeah.
She would start off really nice. You'd get like the nice gift basket.
Yeah.
And then if you
And
it's
then
not
we
like,
were
"Oh,
like, well, we were thinking of giving the money to this other
no.
No.
thing. She'd be like, glue gun.
Or Ramon.
Or Ramon.
You don't want to know what
Uh.
happened to the last backer that said that.
No, but man, like seriously,
Great.
that just brings me back to I want like an ex-K or current KGB clone.
Ooh.
Or, like,
bodyguard clone.
Is
or, like,
yeah, like as bodyguard clone or like Israeli
Mossad.
Mossad
Totally.
clone.
Yeah, guys, they're literally all over the world.
Like they're everywhere.
we could have anything. I want, like, since we're wishing for things, I want, like, a thief. Like, I'm talking Parker from Leverage kind of thief. Like, high-end art and jewelry and just, like, heists, man.
like Catwoman,
Yes.
clone
Great.
woman.
Cologne.
She'd have to be from another country that would have flagged on
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia. I'm
You
just
have
going like
to do in Australia.
well, I'm also
Yeah.
going where do white people live?
It's true.
Cuz you know.
It's pretty. I mean, like, theoretically, like, there are a lot of expats that live in, like,
Everywhere.
the Middle East or Asia. And,
India.
So, I mean, you could be anywhere, but I feel like they would have tried to go to places where, like, maybe not so noticeable.
Yeah.
Kind of blend a little.
Yeah.
I would still love an Irish clone just because I would love to hear her do that accent.
That's true.
And that'd be cool.
Cuz Mrs. S has a
It's
pretty
great.
intense Irish
Yeah.
accent.
Which people think is fake, but that's her real accent.
Yeah, that's a real accent.
She's
Yes.
actually Irish, P.S. And
Which
she's a
you
singer.
also would have heard if you watched Dexter after it stopped being good. Which I am a member of that, so you can suffer with me. Statistically speaking, you likely did not suffer with me, but if you did, you would have seen her and would have also seen that she randomly disappeared for no apparent reason that we got into, probably because the numbers for that season weren't particularly good, and likely because it wasn't a good season.
She's also on the Tudors, but I haven't watched that.
She was on the Tudors. She was on the Tudors with Natalie Dorman.
Lots of people were on the Tudors.
That's true, a lot of people were.
She lived, though.
No, she didn't.
She didn't?
No!
Which one was she?
She was the first one.
No.
This-
Okay,
yeah,
then
she got real sick and
Okay.
she died in isolation begging to see her daughter, and it was really, really sad.
Well, at least
I thought she
oh,
was one of
spoiler alert,
Spoiler alert.
that's like seriously about 300 years old.
Yeah, come on. No, sorry. Then I got confused about which one I thought she was. All right.
already.
Apparently he went back
Jackie
in time.
got her wives mixed up.
Yeah.
She thought she
Yeah.
was the divorced one.
It's
No,
died.
no.
Oh yeah, died beheaded.
Died, beheaded, died in childbirth. Or no, not in childbirth.
There's a rhyme. Died
Yes, and-
beheaded. Died.
Died,
Died beheaded.
died.
Survived.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's the last one. I was like, it rhymes. Lived doesn't rhyme.
No, it does not.
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah.
I thought there were two that lived.
There were. The one he divorced and the one
Oh, yeah,
who
divorced.
outlived
Yeah, so
him.
I thought she was the one that got divorced.
Okay.
Not the...
Yeah.
No. That was a different.
Okay.
No, she was the first wife.
The first.
And when she died, it was really sad.
That's so sad. Stop killing her off of shows. But then I guess we wouldn't have her on Orphan Black, so that's okay.
If you kill her off of Orphan Black, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah.
Reach through the screen and...
Strangled.
Anyway, we are now in a time crunch.
Yep.
Yes, because it's 11:30 and we're all exhausted.
We are.
And we're
Just
sure
drive
you are
home at
too.
some point.
Yeah.
People gotta sleep.
People gotta work tomorrow.
Gross.
Gross.
Ew.
Yeah. Not till 11.
Oh.
That's fine.
That's not too bad.
That's alright.
I don't work weekends, so it's awesome.
Me neither.
I hate you.
Get a real job.
I have 3.
Yeah, that's your problem. You have 3 real
Listen,
jobs.
kids.
Also, I should be under no way telling people to get a real job.
Listen, kids. If someone ever says to you, I'm going to have 3 jobs, you look them straight in the eye and you say, that's a terrible idea. Stop at 2. Alright? Stop at 2.
As someone with also 2 jobs, one of which is legitimate and one of which isn't, stop at 2.
Stop at 2. Don't. The third one? Just, no.
I could not handle the stress of a 3rd job. I could barely handle the stress of the 2 jobs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. one of them's more stressful than the other two, so even if the other two are less stressful, the stress of the other one takes over.
And then you have no
Busy.
downtime.
No,
Guys, downtime isn't.
today I had a glorious day off, and we spent that going out shopping for cosplays.
Cosplay.
Yeah, we did
And watching
anime
Game
in the
of Thrones.
morning.
If you guys come to San Diego,
We'll be there.
we'll be there, and we will be clones.
Clones.
Yes.
All the clones.
They'll be the most realistic in appearance, but there will be others who are also in clone-ish attire.
Yes,
so
yes.
that's going to be in.
2 months.
It's June now. That's
Yeah.
going to be in 2 months.
Yeah. Well, I guess like a month and a half.
Holy crap! We really need to finish our costumes.
It's okay. We did good work today.
It's true, we did.
We did.
So we need to get confirmation from everyone on what they're being. But that's not
Yeah,
important
we gotta-
because
Planning all the group cosplays.
clone
If there's
clone
any
after
group
show.
cosplays.
Yeah, we're.
The point is, we're going to be clones at San Diego,
Yeah.
and if you're there, let
Come
us
say
know.
hi.
And we're getting the side eye from my brother because he wants us to get out of his basement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's our real
you know,
friend, my
we
friend.
have like half an hour drive.
Yeah, also they have like a half an hour drive to get home.
Gross.
So
That's all good.
Next time we'll just sit
Friends.
yeah.
there.
Anyway,
All right.
we love you all.
Thanks
Yep.
for sticking with us.
Remember, if you have to hide a body,
the bodies, bums, and
crush the teeth. That's the important bit to remember.
yeah, or just don't do it in the first.
Yeah, or just don't.
I like my better.
Or here's the best one. When holding a gun, make sure the safety's on.
Yes,
Yes.
that's another one.
That's very
That way
important.
you won't need to
Don't
hide the
kill
body
people accidentally.
and remove teeth in the back of the car.
I mean, really, he's lucky it was leaky and not himself. 'Cause
Yes,
could you
that's
just imagine he like hits it on the steering wheel,
Oh,
but it was
God, he
barely-
shot himself in the face. That
I'm
would,
sorry, that could have happened, and like,
I mean, it's Donnie, so pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, guys. Anyway.
Anyways,
Good night.
we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I gotta turn it off.
Bye. Bye.